continue with perimeter, but we're just going to look at some more problems with it and go through that a little bit. So first, let's kind of go over some steps we want to do when we're solving word problems about perimeter. We want to first read and model it, so we want to draw it. We want to look at what we need to draw and then make that shape if we can draw. And then we want to write an equation from the shape we drew or from the important words in the word problem. And then we want to solve the equation we have set up and just check and see if that makes sense with the word problem. So we're going to go ahead and start on the problem set. We're not going to do any other problems today. So you just look at problem 1. And problem 1 says, Gail makes a miniature stop sign, a regular octagon with a perimeter of 48 centimeters for the town to be built with blocks. What is the length of each side of the stop sign? So, how many sides does an octagon have?
8.
So what kind of shape do we need to draw with how many sides?
8.
Yep. So draw your octagon with your 8 sides. And I know they're kind of hard to draw, so it doesn't have to be perfect as long as it has 8 sides. Yeah, I'll draw one better for you. And next, let's look at, it says the perimeter is 48 centimeters. So we're going to write that down. And it has 8 sides. So what do y'all think we need to do with the 8 sides and the 48?
48. Divided.
Why do we need to divide it?
Because it can't be 48 times.
Yeah, because we're trying to figure out the length of each side. So who can tell me what 48 divided by 8 is?
6.
6. So that means the length of each side is 6
centimeters.
Everybody got it down?
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at problem number 2. It says, Travis bends wire to make rectangles. Each rectangle measures 34 inches by 12 inches. What is the total length of the wire needed for 2 rectangles? So first we got to find the perimeter, and then we got to multiply. So I'm going to give y'all a minute to work with a partner, and then I'm going to pick someone to come up and show it on the board. Done? Yep. Everybody else, another minute. Y'all working? Okay, raise your hand if you're through. There's a lot of people that are done. Who wants to come up and show it? Okay, Keegan.
Yes.
I want you to explain how you did it too. So y'all be listening
Alright,
to him
so-
explain it.
So 34 by 12. By 12. So we are gonna add 34 plus 12. Okay, so 4 plus 2 equals 6. 3 plus 1 equals 4. So that's 46. So now we gotta basically do two rectangles. So 46.
Remember, you gotta add all sides of 34. So you have to do that twice.
Sorry. Alright, 4 times 2. Oh no. 46 times 2. So 46, 4 plus 4, 40 plus 40 equals 80, and 6 plus 6 equals 12. So that will equal 92.
Okay. So that looks good for the first part. So when we add all that together, it does give us 92, and that's the length of, or the perimeter of one rectangle. What do we have to do next, Sophia?
You have to add 92 plus 92.
Right. Well,
Because that would be all rectangle.
yeah. So and then we gotta do 92 plus 92, and that equals what?
That equals 184.
Yep.
Yippee! So we got it right.
And 184 what?
Inches.
Inches. Make sure you're labeling that when you're rounding down.
Yeah, me too.
Everybody got it right down?
We got it on the other rectangle.
Now let's look at problem number 3. It says the perimeter of a rectangular bathroom is 32 feet. The width of the room is 8 feet. What is the length of the room? So first I need to do what?
Draw your rectangle.
Yeah, draw your rectangle.
Draw a rectangle.
Okay, and then we know the width is 8 feet, so we're going to go ahead and label that. And we can label the top and the bottom because they're the same. And then we're want to know these two sides because it's asking what the length is. And we know the perimeter is 32. So what do I need to do?
You need to add You need to add those two numbers together, and then you need to minus it from 32.
Yeah. So you're doing division, but she's just doing it by subtracting repeatedly. So you can do repeated subtraction, or you just can go ahead and skip to division, whichever one you want to do. So we're going to add these two together. What's 8 plus 8?
16.
32 minus 16.
16.
And then this is equals to 2 of the sides. So what do we have to do with 16?
Now you have to divide 16 by 2.
Yep. We're not going to double it because that'll make it bigger. We want it to divide 2. What's 16 divided by 2?
8.
8. So now we know the length is 8. 8 what?
8
Feet.
8 feet, right?
Yay!
And what do we notice about the rectangle? It's actually
It's the same side. It's on every side.
yeah, so it's a square. So
Actually, a rectangle.
I mean, it is a rectangle too.
a lie.
Squares are rectangles because they still have
Okay. Problem 4 says Raj uses. You ready? It says Raj uses 6-inch square tiles to make a rectangle as shown below. What is the perimeter of the rectangle in inches? So normally when we do our perimeter, we notice it normally gives us the whole length of each side, but it doesn't do that. It just gives us a one square. So we're gonna have to go around and count each square, and then we know there's 6 inches, so we're gonna either add 6 a bunch of times or we'll have to multiply. So y'all count it up and tell me what it is. Count up all the squares that I marked. Presley?
No.
12? Try again. Make sure you count all the sides.
That was close.
The 9? Almost. You gotta count the first one too, though. Addie? 15?
17.
Let's count together since we can't get it. Okay, remember, it's all the outside pieces. Don't get thrown off. Let's count. Count with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
I knew it.
Yep, so it's 16. So do we want to add 16 times or do we want to multiply by 16? Multiply probably easier, right?
Yeah.
Remember, we only multiply if it's the same number. Otherwise, we add. So since 16 is not a friendly fact for us, let's break 16 down. We'll break it down into 6 and 10. So what's 6 times 10?
16. Yay.
What is 6 times 6?
24.
6 times 6.
Oh, 36.
36.
Dang, we're
60 plus 36 equals
96.
96. And it's asking us the perimeter, so our perimeter is 96
Inches.
Oh, I actually came for it.
Make sense?
Yes.
Give me a thumbs up once you got it all written down. Be just a few more seconds.
Yay.
Okay, problem 5 says Miss Misha makes a 4-foot by 6-foot rectangular banner. Well, you listening? She puts ribbon around the outside edges. The ribbon costs $2 per foot. What is the total cost of the ribbon? So it's asking the total cost. You not just find the perimeter, you got an extra step. So I'm gonna give y'all a second to work with a partner and work on this.
My hips and legs hurt now. That's better. There we go.
Not just multiply by 4, you only multiply if it's the same number. It's not, it's 64 different. You gotta add them all together. Label.
I didn't put 26.
Everybody eyes on me?
Yeah.
It looks like this one's a little bit confusing, so let's do it together. Okay, so first what I gotta do, I gotta, draw my shape, right? Which one am I gonna label 6? Which am I gonna label 4? remember when y'all label it, to label the one opposite from it too, the same amount. Because some of y'all are only labeling like 6 and 4, and then that's messing up what you're adding together. So to find the perimeter, what I gotta do with all these numbers?
Add them.
You can tell me what it is.
6 plus 12. 20.
20. Is 20 my answer to the problem?
No, because you have to figure out how much money it is, not how big the rectangle is.
Right. So what I gotta do?
So you got times 20 times 2, I think.
Yeah, 20 times 2, you're right.
That's so easy.
40? Everybody agree it's 40?
Yeah. 40.
So what's our answer? 40 what? $40. Make sure you're breaking it down. It's pretty easy. Don't skip some steps, because that's where y'all get thrown off a little bit.
I don't like
Did y'all get this one written down? Thumbs up, you got it right down? Okay, let's do number 6 together. Everybody eyes on me? So this one's going to be a multi-step problem, so make sure you're paying attention to each step, okay? Colton buys a roll of wire fencing that is 120 yards long. He uses it to fence in his 18-yard by 24-yard rectangular garden. Will Colton have enough wire fencing left over to fence in a 6-yard by 8-yard rectangular play space for his pet rabbit? So what do I have to do first?
Draw the rectangle.
Draw our first rectangle. And we're going to start with our first set of numbers. So what are we going to label it? Where does 24 go?
On the long side.
And remember, make sure you transfer it to the opposite side.
And then 18 goes on the shorter side.
Okay, now that we have it labeled, what do we need to do?
Add all the numbers together. Yay! So 36
I did that all.
Okay. Akeem knows it. Anybody else know the answer?
The
Addie
answer
knows it.
is so easy.
Okay, what is it, Akeem?
84.
84.
Easy.
So what do we know that we're trying to figure out if he has enough left for this. So what do we have to do with the 120 and 84?
Minus 120 minus 84.
120 minus 84. So y'all work that out and let me know what it is.
120 minus 84.
Anybody else got it?
I got it.
What is it, Carson?
36.
36. Everybody agree it's 36?
Easy.
Okay, now though, is 36 our answer?
No.
Because it's asking will you have enough left to build 6 yards by 8 yards.
So we got.
So we got to, what do we got to do?
We gotta add
Plus 8 plus 6, right? We got to draw it and then label it.
it's kind of easy knowing the because it says the 84 and how much wire he had for the first part. So we only have 36.
Yeah, but you have to see if this is less than 36. because you don't know if the 8x6 structure will work. So you got to find the perimeter for this to see if it is equal to or less than 36. So you have to add all these together just like you normally would. Anybody got it yet? Gary, you got it? Who wants to tell me? Giada, what is it? 28. So, he only needs 28 yards of wire to build the play structure. And he has 36 yards. So, is he able to build it?
Yeah.
Yes, because he has enough yards. So, that is our answer. So, just write that out.
Wait, but it's in that first. Wait, no, it's in that species.
Let me get monkey.
Wait, no, we're up
Okay.
to monkey. This is a monkey.
Okay, I'll be right back. Is everybody in now?
This is your mom.
Ava,
I've discovered.
are you in yet?
I'm waiting to see you.
What?
Answer questions. Select chess. Collect gold. Take gold from others. No. Always gold after 7 minutes wins.
Is there nothing?
Yeah, I got nothing.
I'm just gonna say
got
because this is swap. I can swap with anybody else.
Let's see.
I didn't even know.
I'm just gonna make the money roll then.
Oh yeah, I got nothing.
Dang, I swap.
I'm sorry, going under.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go on the second place. Let's go. I just tripled my goal. I just tripled my goal.
Can I shoot me ahead?
They know. Lose 50%.
Ooh, Ray Helio, goodbye.
Lose 25%. I hate this game. Cool, I haven't even done anything yet.
Swap again.
I gotta take I'm not gonna
Double
take
goal.
I just got swap again.
Oh.
Crap.
Keegan, don't swap with me.
Let's go.
Lose 25%. Lose 50. I haven't even done anything yet. I haven't even got anything yet.
Oh, 1 second.
Lose 50%. Oh, what is your
Not lemon.
triple goal?
Not lemon.
Triple goal, yes.
So easy.
I got triple gold.
30
Yes, I got triple gold. Double gold. Take 25% from.
What is my emotion? Happy.
Yeah, that's the answer.
Yes, I just stole 25% of Brittany's.
Oh, let's
Yes.
go.
You gotta get.
Well, why do you always target Brittany?
I know.
Well, she's the leader, so I gotta get her. I gotta get her. Oh my god.
Red.
Yeah, Will. You have to talk
Oh,
to Brittany all the time, right? Oh, I got swap.
You better be happy that I took it.
Oh, no.
Hey, just swap with you. No!
got 4 minutes left. You're halfway done.
Page 25. Oh yeah.
Who's up first? Okay.
Double goal.
John, you're in the lead.
No, Keegan is.
Yeah, but you were in the lead before I took it from you.
Double goal. Why do y'all keep on stealing from me?
I'm not. I got Get back, Brittany.
Let's go.
Wait, how do you get lose 25?
You just gotta thank the Lord.
Amy! Then first.
Dang it!
We got the game,
No! KY! Everybody's gonna target me now.
I just lost 50%.
I got it! I got swaps.
We got Ski Swap.
That's what you get, Wade. That's what you get. I'm not taking from the team anymore. I got double gold.
Amy's back first.
Oh!
It was stolen.
No, Iron Man, I have no money. Double gold again!
Froggy.
Yes, I'm in first!
Guys.
Hold on a second.
Oh my god.
Yes, I just got triple gold!
You are.
I'm in third
So
place.
you know this is me and Roberta, right? Why did you just steal my gold?
Oh wait.
I'm still up first though. Yeah, bring it in here.
Well, you know this is.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I just lost 25%. Did you take from me? Why is everybody taking? I got double gold. Look. Get excited. Take from the Target anybody.
Alright. Everybody target Addie. Everybody's targeting taking 10% from.
Guys, everybody target anybody. That's you get, Addie.
Addie.
1 minute.
Oh my
I got gold.
Tonight you're first place.
You got double gold.
Mr. Midoriya.
Alright, so that is 17.
48 seconds. Oh, I'm
He told me to shut up. No, me. That was
No, wait.
He told me to shut up.
I lost. Somebody go. They take.
I